back to DCP Princess Tales. Today we're going to be talking about our Disney bag and what we bring into the parks. So first thing I would say is our ears. Our ears are so important to us at Disney. From going from park to park and just kind of having fun. Next thing?
Blotting paper. So as you guys see or have seen in like the last 3 videos, I always wear makeup. When I'm in the park, it's light makeup, so it's not like this. But I do wear like concealer and things like that. And in the parks, you can get greasy. Florida sun is not a forgiving sun.
Next, I would say for anybody and everybody would be sunscreen. Especially when you're working there, outside, or walking. Sunscreen is going to be so important.
You're always in the sun. No matter which park you go to, no matter if you think that the sun isn't going to beat down on you, it really is. From you parking your car, getting in the tram, riding the monorail, things like that, you will be in the sun.
Always in the sun. Next, I would say your buttons. So buttons are so important, I guess. So we always say everything's important.
But the buttons like show everything. Like we go to the park frequently together, and honestly, we've gotten so many buttons just by messing around. Like we have an anniversary button, we have a celebration button, family reunion button,
and like buttons are always so fun and cute, especially when you go to somewhere and you just say, "Oh, can you put my name on it?" And there'll always be someone to put your name on a button, and it just puts a smile on their face, also your face, because your name's gonna just say, you know, "I'm celebrating, happy anniversary." They always have a different one out. Just always check around.
Next, which I think is always important because I'm a victim of letting my phone die all the time in the parks, is a fuel rod. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a fuel rod. So they actually sell these in the parks. Certain stores will have them. They cost
$30.
I think it's $30. And that may seem like a steep price, but when you think about it, it can charge your phone, your partner's phone, probably someone else's phone. Like there's like a lot of charge and a lot of power behind these bad boys.
And then you keep getting, like, it's not like a one and done $30. No, you just put it back in the machine and get a new one.
Yeah, once it's done with its battery, all you guys have to do is find the nearest store with like a pod station, insert this one, and they pop out another one free of charge.
It's super easy. It comes with the charging cables. With mine, I think I lost the charging cables because I just didn't keep track of them, and I kept my own with me. So I keep that one, and I keep a larger battery operated charger because I just think I need more. And not every park is gonna have like multiple
stores and like pods of
that have these. So you may be in the back of the park and they don't have one. So just to keep that in mind. Next, I'm going to go with deodorant. You may not need like a huge one like this or like a regular size, but like a small mini one.
A lot of people don't realize this, but you're moving and hustling. You may not think that you're like putting in work when you're in the park, but you actually are. And so is your body, so is your sweat glands. You may be the freshest person in the world, but I'm telling you, after like 3 hours of being at Disney, you will sweat everything off, and you probably have to reapply. I find no shame in that. I bring deodorant all the time.
It's a workout, especially when it's 90 degrees outside. You're walking around the parks. There's no shade. You're running from ride to ride for Fast Pass, and you're drenched in sweat. And it's just like a common courtesy of when you're in line around other people.
You just want to smell good. Like you don't ever want someone to turn around and be like, "Ma'am, you're kind of bitter. Like you're kind of bitter." So you don't want that. So always just bring deodorant. I guess with deodorant as a counterpart, I say little spray perfume.
Oh yeah, we can go perfumes. So perfumes, these are amazing. I think I got like these off of my Etsy box.
Yeah, we have people, side note, we have a lot of subscriptions. Don't do that. You will get lost in your subscription, and then you fall in love with them and you don't want to delete them, and they take all your money. But
and like these are perfectly like if you go, like we eat a lot at like the nicer restaurants in Disney. So it's good to like go in the restaurant and not smell like sweat.
You don't want to smell like sweat. You don't want to smell like park. You don't want to smell like park water.
Yeah.
Actually, park water smells worse. When you go on those water rides, you may think it's all fun and games. When you get off, smell yourself. You smell like park water. Park water to me is. But next, don't ever forget your autograph books.
Oh yeah. So like, I'm not a huge fan of like character meet and greets.
Me either. I hate them.
But you get super cute autographs. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see them. Oh, look at that. Perfect. You get super cute autographs. But character meet and greets are the best things. I feel like I'm the awkward person when I go to them. It's never like the character. It's
Yeah,
me.
it's like the character will be like so nice and so like they really do like make all your dreams come true. If you ever wanted to like know what your favorite character is like in person, they do a really good job. It's just you go up there and then
I don't even feel like I'm nervous. I'm like, this is a dream.
Yeah.
I get to see this character I've seen on TV, and I've seen on TV. I know, but
y'all,
it's something like you get to go.
I wish I could show you guys my Aurora experience. Like I literally freaked out. Like I freaked out the whole time. It was really awkward. You would never think that a 20-year-old woman would sit there and like start screaming to see a princess, but I did.
Magic happens, guys. It really does. I guess next we'll talk about is headphones.
Oh yeah.
So this goes more for like college program people who take the bus and all reality. But it also helps like when you're waiting in line. But we'll talk about college program first.
Yeah.
The bus.
So, I am a victim of this. Well, not really a victim, but when I'm on the bus, I thoroughly don't like to be bothered. Especially if I'm like going to work and it's a super early shift, or if I'm coming from work and it's super late. I don't really like to be bothered. I don't want to hear anyone else's conversations because even though, yes, you all went through a lot, you don't want to hear anybody else going through a lot while you're also going through a lot. So, headphones. Now, there may be some people who will still want to talk and tap you and ask you to take your headphones out, but you don't have to listen to those people.
No. Also, I would say, like, headphones are a great way just to kind of relax yourself after that hard day of work or before work. And then going into the parks, there's times I've been to the parks by myself, and you kind of just, when you're waiting in line by yourself, you have no one to talk to, so you're like, I can listen to music during this time.
And, oh, guys, another thing, you will always want to find that one album that gets you through everything. Like, my album during my program was Charlie XCX. She released Number One Angel, and I think I played every song on repeat. Every song.
It gets you through.
It gets you through it. Like, it gets you through it.
It gets you through your program. After music, I guess I would say, so this is a cheap little kit from Dollar Tree, but you open it and it's filled with all your goods for like Band-Aids,
alcohol wipes, like stuff to cleanse everything
that you need.
So what a lot of people don't know, and also we didn't know it until I guess we basically both had our own experiences, is that a lot of places in the park actually don't have Band-Aids. Or it'll take a while before you can actually get to like a medic station. I know in Epcot, it's right in the beginning.
They have one in Future World, and then they have one before you hit the countries. And the one before the countries, my issue was someone had got hurt, and it wasn't bad enough to where we needed medical attention, but it was bad enough to where they needed, a couple Band-Aids. And whereas that you're going to be in pain. When you're in pain, you're like, this is the end of my life. So they were in pain. So we had to basically leave them there with one person and walk all the way back up to the front to get a Band-Aid. And they were like, well, no one had one out there. And we were like, no one had anything.
Yeah, so it's just always best to be prepared because you never know when a worker or anything like that, like you never know what is actually in that place or what's behind it or if they're even prepared to help you out with anything. So like small cuts, things like that, if you know you have weak ankles or weak wrists, things like that, just make sure you have it on your own because 9 times out of 10, or I wouldn't say 9 times out of 10, but a good 7 times out of 10, the park may not have it. And if the park doesn't have it, it's not that they're not under-equipped. It's just that one day probably somebody else had the same problem and they used that on that person and they just haven't had a chance to like restock on things that they have before.
And last but not least, I would say my sunglasses.
Oh yeah, sunglasses get you through a lot, y'all.
Are the best, and like these are even better because they kind of flip up, and I can
Still see.
See at night if I wanted to wear them and not have to have them around my neck, if I'm wearing my lanyard or my pins.
Yeah, there's a lot of times in the park where the sun can get blinding. And a blinding sun versus the sweat coming down your face, it's just a lot. So your sunglasses can actually act as a barrier for the sweat coming down your face.
Sweat coming
It's
down
gross,
your
but
face
it's true.
in Orlando is no joke. People who wear hair products.
Oh my gosh, my ladies out there with naturally curly hair. Please be mindful of the products around, you know, our edges and things like that, because it will come out. Like your sweat in your, like the pores in the scalp in your head, it sweats. We all know it sweats. It sweats profusely in the Florida sun, so it will come out. And also if you have sensitive skin, be mindful of products as well, because they'll come down your face. You'll end up breaking out on your forehead. Like I broke out on my forehead the third week into the program. Yeah, the third week into the program, I broke out on my forehead, and I just basically had to like go bare, which isn't a problem for me. I don't really mind. But if you don't want problems with your skin or problems with your product, or you don't want to waste your money, I'd say just be mindful of what you put around your like edge area.
Okie dokie, guys. So that's what's in our Disney bag. We hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, make sure you go comment and follow us on Instagram and enter into our pin prize.
Pin prize. Also, guys, please subscribe and get other subscribers. We love doing these videos for you guys, and we love talking to you guys. So we just hope you love us just as much.
Bye.
Bye.